I like football because it's like, you know, like you could take it out on the football field if you're angry, you're mad, and then you just can have a bond with your team, your coaches. That's really what's good about football. The hitting part is fun and all of that, but the bond is the best part about football, really.
Hits the corner 40. Beantown Youth Football All-Star Classic.
Registration has been great. We have over 200 players that's going to be participating. Players coming from all over the country.
Brian Arrington, president of A&B Sporting Events. My role for our event is to go out and recruit players from all different states, bring them in, showcase their skills and abilities with the teams and coaches.
My name is Brandon Balo. I am the vice president of A&B Sports. Help recruit, planning the events, getting everything in order, tables-wise, chairs, what we need. Help from Village Bar. I'm on the horn with them all the time. Just anything we need.
Our main mission with hosting our event here in Massachusetts is to have more local kids participate where a lot of those families can't travel out of state because of financial reasons. So by having it locally, it gives them all an opportunity to come in, compete, be placed on teams, and show that they deserve an opportunity to compete against players like from the Georgias, the Floridas, the Louisianas, places like that.
So from my standpoint, my goal was to build something where these kids can have somebody. Now they can text me, ask me questions, do anything like that, help with, hey, can you write a recommendation for me? Can you do this? If I'm in a situation with football and this presents itself, what do I do? Where they might not be comfortable asking their coach.
So sponsorships has been actually tough. What it is we have Village Bar and Grill. They're pretty much our biggest sponsor, and even when I say that, I mean
Always.
they're supplying a lot of the food for us, the Gatorades, the waters, even just the cooking crew, making sure that different foods are here and available for the families. They're one of our biggest sponsors. Hyatt, I mean, they're helping us out with discounted rates for the families. Boston Harbor Hotel in Boston, Miller Pinaflor, he's over there, and he's been our main connection with discounted rates for that hotel also.
My name is Miller Pinaflor, and we are currently sitting in a beautiful presidential suite at the Boston Harbor Hotel in Boston, Massachusetts. My current role here is I'm the Director of Guest Services for the entire hotel. And my main focus and role for the A&B event is fundraising. One of the focal point about Boston Harbor Hotel, we were looking to provide for the parents coming from out of Boston or other states. We were able to provide some discounted rates at our sister property at the Marriott Tudor Wharf, along with the hotel donating our own brand of water, which is the Boston Harbor Hotel water. Why not Boston? Why not Massachusetts? Why not have a tournament in New England? Make it a Beantown tournament. You know, we have the resources here. It's a great city with rich history, a lot of great hotels, great people, and definitely great food. And I think if we continue to have this every year, and hopefully every year we can have the tournament here in Boston, I can almost guarantee it'll definitely be successful.
So this is going to be like the host hotel. We have 50 rooms blocked for this place. And then also we'll have the players, the families come in and check in. Down here is the function rooms. Inside the 2 function rooms, that's where the players will receive their backpacks, their jerseys, their swag, and all that type of stuff. Most importantly, it's about them checking in, making sure we have the right documents for every player, making sure that, you know, whoever it is that says they're here, that we check their names off and stuff. So that's what this hotel is mainly for.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, John.
Yeah, whatever, John. Yeah, whatever.
What was that for? What'd I do?
You mad at us?
My name is John Lopes. I own Village Bar and Grill. My connection to B&B Sports, I'm one of the sponsors for them. I guess one of the biggest sponsors. And I mean, we just hit from the beginning. I mean, they used to come here after games and stuff, and I didn't know these guys, but I saw how passionate they are about, you know, about these kids and what they do. And so I had no problem being a sponsor for them. I mean, they're just great guys.
I don't know.
She awesome. Yeah, yesterday we had like a mega party, whatever.
Should we go over there? And then this is always
My sister.
that's Coach Brandon's sister up there. Chips. You might want to get her.
Vivian, you
Yes.
love him so
Yes.
much. You
Oh
are so
my
good to
gosh.
him.
Oh,
Yes.
look at Chips.
Yes. Thank you.
You are so
Vivian.
good to
Thank
him.
you.
Obrigada.
Yeah, you might want to like zoom in on this because, man,
This is
these.
what Coach Brian eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
I think every business should get involved with youth like this because you know it's so important. This is not all about having a restaurant or a bar or whatever it may be and just you know serving the adults. You know, kids come with adults. We kind of each one of us has a job, and my job is to kind of support these guys. And yes, I want them to grow. I want them to do events like they did, you know, like they're doing now, like they did, and they keep on going. I think there's a lot of potential for them to grow. There's a lot of potential for all of us to get all the kids whatever they want, and you know, and this is more. Not only they grow in the sport, but it's a lot of fun for the kids, and they look forward to this.
That you just open up. Yeah, go.
So my name is Vidal Clark. My nickname is V. I'm 11, and my position is running back and middle linebacker. I started getting into football when I was about 3. Started throwing the football around and started throwing the football with my dad and all of that. So that's really when I started liking football. In Massachusetts, we don't get to play football all year. It's because we don't have like indoor fields. It sometimes snows in Massachusetts. It's cold, so we really can't play football. So, and it's like you really have to come up with money to go down to like Florida, all those hot places to play in those big events, because sometimes out of nowhere you can get selected for those big events, but really since it's out of nowhere, it's like now I have to come up with the money and start saving.
Being able to once again have local kids be able to compete in an event like ours right now, it's exciting for me because I know that they want to participate in these events, but once again, financially it's tough for the families.
Remember, wait, I'm going to the hole, so you gotta get there.
All right. Sit. I'm not, you know what it is? I'm not used to you coming to the hole this fast. So, look, you done got faster coming to the hole.
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Sit. Go.
Me and my dad have conversations about football, life, everything. It's gonna be hard for both of us to be apart for 2 weeks. It's gonna be tough because I'm gonna think about him every day, even when I get older and older, go to college, when I maybe leave this house.
Well, my name is Vidal Clark Sr. He's Vidal Clark Jr. Me and this dude was joined at the hip since the time he was born, you know what I mean? His mother is around, but I thank God that she allowed me to take the lead and on raising him, you know what I mean? Because I know how important it is to be that everyday influence on the young men, especially coming from the environment we come from.
My brand is Sons Against Violence, and the abbreviation is SAV. And the way it started is like a lot of kids, they don't have their fathers in their life. And a father is a big part in a kid's life is because, like, if you think about it, like, me and my dad have conversations about life and football, and it's like, this is why I want kids to have fathers in their life so they can have the talks like me and my father have.
We're taught to defend ourselves as young men in the city. Like, that's how we're brought up. Like, if somebody bothers you, you defend yourself. If dads are teaching their sons not to be violent and they, change their behavior, we'll have less dads in prison or dead. That's the basis of it, just to really promote, sons against police brutality, sons against any type of violence, domestic violence, sons against, street violence, so, that's where we're trying to go with that, Yeah. It's my everything, man,
I don't like working. I don't like workouts, but the thing I know about a workout, it'll make you better. So, I just get it over with. Yeah, I have siblings. I have a brother, and I have 3 sisters, and I have 2 stepbrothers. I'm close. I'm close with my sisters. I'm close with all of my siblings. My brother's not doing so well, and I'm pretty mad at him right now. But it's like I can't let that bring me down, and I hope he does better.
Why are you mad at your other brother?
It's the hardest part to express, So, give me a second. So my brother, he just got out of jail, and I didn't really get to see my brother that much, and a few months later, he's back in jail. So I'm gonna be about 14 until I see him, and I'm really mad at him right now. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't even remember the last time I seen him, except the last time he got out of jail. Really difficult.
And my main thing for my son is like, let's get through high school, let's get to college, or whatever you decide to do. If you don't decide to go to college and you take a trade, I'm fine with that. But no criminal record. And hence why he's so emotional about his older brother, who came home after doing 5 years in jail, then stayed home for a couple of months. He was looking forward to his brother coming home because he's only 11. His brother did 5 years, so when he left, he was like 5 years old, 4 years old. So he had an idea of his brother, but he didn't really know him. And he came home and they were building that bond. And then he went right back to jail, and he got to do another 3 years. You know what I mean? So I don't tell him how to feel about that. You know what I mean? He feels let down. You know, and he won't speak to him. And I'm trying to talk to him like everybody has their trials and tribulations, but he's feeling how he feels right now. You know, so he has a lot going on that that we're not going to dwell on. We're just going to capitalize off of it, so. Hard, let's go. I started playing football at the age of 7 years old with a football team called the Roxbury Raiders. And I was coached by a great guy, Harry Wilson. And fast forward to the late 80s, early 90s, when the crack era hit, I started to veer off into the gang culture in Boston. The gang culture started to really, started to expand. And with that foundation of the Raiders and going into the street, it was always in the back of my mind, what would Harry think if he knew I was doing the things that I was doing? I'm not seeing a full, I want to see a full explosion. When you come here, you want to burst. Nice and low, hard and fast, come on. All of them are at risk because, you look out the window, the projects is right there. We could be doing this interview and hear shots go off. I had it. Me and my son, he's riding his bike right there. Had to run in the house because, his room is right there. He hears the shots going off. He knows what's going on outside of me doing the work that I do. So we don't understand what that's doing to their psyche. You know what I mean? To his psyche. We may not really know what effect that's having on him. So I think it's very important for coaches and parents to understand that, these kids' emotions and their psyche is very sensitive, so we got to be very careful on what we do. So I think it's huge from a psychological standpoint. Let's get it. Let's strap it up and get out there and show them you can bang out with other kids from other states. You know what I mean? So, hey, V, you got cameras on you, boy. So you can't be slacking. I can't play. I tell them all the time, I'm not out there. I can't play for you. It's on you, It's huge, though. This event is very, very big for the city, for the state.